Hello guys, today we are going to discuss about the SROS C2 satellite. Before that, I introduce myself. My name is Saurabh Ravindra Gaikwad and I am studying in 30 TY of Mechanical Engineering in ADC TESTA. Content which is covered in this video is Rohini satellite series. After that, introduction to SROS C2, and after that specification of SROS C2, and lastly achievement of SROS and conclusion. So start with Rohini satellite series. The stretched Rohini satellite series means SROS are a series of satellites developed by the Indian Space Research Organization as follow onto the Rohini satellite for conducting astrophysics, Earth remote sensing, and upper atmospheric monitoring experiment, as well as for new and novel applications orient missions. These satellites were the payload of the developmental flights of the augmented satellite launched vehicle. To that, introduction to SROS C2. So SROS C2 was launched on 4 May 1994. The gamma ray burst experiment on board SROS C2 are an improved version of the GRB payload flew successfully on the SROS C2 satellite. The improvement include enhancement of the on-board memory and a better measurement of the background spectra after a burst event. These improvements led to the discovery of Thilva candidate event detected up to 15 February 1995. Out of total of 993 triggers, the SROS C2 spacecraft is one of the satellites included in the interplanetary network. The SROS C2 satellite also used an RCA CDP 1802 microprocessor for the TRB experiment. The achievement of SROS C2. The GRB was to detect a gamma ray burst that occurs several million light years away, which emit very high energy electromagnetic radiations. These bursts, which are the result of violent explosions, have been the subject of intense research in the last few decades. Such gamma ray emissions last from a few milliseconds to a few seconds. The primary focus on gamma ray burst research in the early 90s has been to determine the sky distribution of these emissions and to obtain as many independent gamma ray detection as possible. Using widely the spaced observation platforms in space. It is in this context that the GBR on board SROS C2 assumed its significance. SROS C2 during its mission detected around 60 gamma ray burst event in the 20 keV to 3000 kW range. The latest burst GBR 1267 detected was on April 27, 2001. The information on such gamma ray burst has been widely disseminated to the world scientific community through the Global Coordination Network. The other instrument, retarding potential analyzer RPA, has collected data over the Indian subcontinent, proving insight into the characteristic and structure of the equilateral low latitude. So, the scientists from 8 universities in the country are carrying out detailed analysis of the data. It is significant to note that the data from RPA covers the solar activity from the minimum in 1996 to its prevent maximum activity, thus proving an entire spectrum of the data. The specification of SROS C2 is first satellite successfully obtained by ASLV. So the mission is experimental and weight of C2 is 115 kg, means 115 kg. The onboard power of that satellite is 45 watts. Communication is S band and VHF. RCS is monopropellant hydroxide based with 6 and 1 Newton thirds. So the payload is gamma ray burst GBR and retarding potential analyzer RPA. Launch date of the SROS C2 is May 4, 1994 and launched site is SHAR Center, Sriharikota, India. Launched vehicle is Augmented Satellite Launched Vehicle ASLV. Orbit is 43 by 60 kilometers. The inclination is 45 degree. Mission life is 6 months nominal. Orbit life is 2 years nominal. The contribution of SROS C2 is the life of SROS C2, which had almost come to an end in the June 2000, was expanded by the another year by raising its orbit using the residual fuel on board. The last signal from SROS C2 were acquired at 7 am IST this morning by the ISRO's telemetry tracking and command network station at Murthy when the satellite was in an orbit at a high of 139 kilometers. It is significant that all these satellite subsystems were working very well till the 15th orbit. So it's like a 40,058th orbit, which was the last orbit to be tracked before its re-entry. The IS track network stations and the supporting stations at Wilhelm, Germany were able to track the satellite even when it was in the denser part of the atmosphere with a fast orbit decay in its last movement. Thus, SROS C2 will extended all the set goals in its 7 years mission, proving valuable significant data sets. Lastly, the conclusion. The atmospheric temperature anomalies recorded by the SROS C2 satellite during 1995 to 1998 have been analyzed in a relation to the solar flare events. In all, 5 subflare events recorded during different local times are matching the SROS C2 satellite passes time. The study reveals that the electron and ion temperature shows a content enhanced during the solar flares. Okay, Thank you, guys.